is the drive-thru over there at the McDonald's in Bernalillo. McDonald's over here, ladies and gentlemen, is the McHenry, also in Bernalillo. But this is a real egg and a real egg McMuffin. You guys are jealous. I see you looking over here, but that's okay. It's reserved for us. So, what we have here, step right in here, we have a beautiful rendition here. This is going to be our English muffin. Nothing traditional or non-traditional about this. The English muffin, Canadian bacon, cheese, and egg. But the secret seasoning, ladies and gentlemen, that's what it's all about. Dude, this is insane.
This is the best thing I've ever had. Better than McDonald's!
This cookbook, this chapter in this cookbook is called, obviously, Road Trip. And as you saw in a previous episode, we can do this anywhere. It can be done here on the Road Trip, the Steve Henry Show cookbook. You're going to see this in spring of 2021, and it's going to come out. You will get to do an egg McMuffin live and have these four people over here just salivate for the real thing. Hey, everybody, welcome. We are here. We're on our way to Salt Lake City. This is our road trip. This is Moses. Moses, what do you say, bro? You having a good time? We're here at Lake Aperture. Look at this panorama. This is pretty. We're just cheap right here. We're going to be in Salt Lake City probably first thing in the morning. Thank you, my love. Welcome, everybody, into another Steve Henry Show. It's 4 o'clock. I hope everybody's ready. We have a special treat for you today. That's right. I promised you the Reuben Southwestern quesadillas, and that is exactly what we're going to deliver on. Now, before we get into the actual making of that product, we're going to talk a little bit about what a traditional Reuben is and what it's not going to be today. Typically, you're going to find a Reuben is comprised of the rye bread. That's kind of what is your combustion, if you will, in between all of those ingredients. We've got the light rye or the Jewish rye. But today, we're going to change that a little bit. Here in the Southwest, I'll bet you have never tried what we're going to do today, and that's going to be on a flour tortilla. The purpose of the flour tortilla is, of course, again, to keep everything together, but the flavor of a brown tortilla with the ingredients that we're going to combine today, you will never want to try another Reuben on a rye piece of bread ever again. I promise you that. So, we're going to do that. And also, we're going to have a couple giveaways today. We're going to give away two, not one, but two skillets. It is also National Dog Day, or Hug Your Dog Day. We have before us today some celebrity dogs. You all know Moses, my dog, the Pomeranian. He has appeared in many of our videos, but we have a new addition. He's called Pocket. And why do we call him Pocket? Well, because he can literally fit in my pocket. He is so small. You will die in your dreams, and you'll want to take this little guy home. You can actually hear him barking in the background there. But he is no more than a little white snowball called Pocket. We're going to introduce Pocket today. He will be some videos you'll see here coming in the near term. A new celebrity dog, if you will, along with all the others. Fawn will be here with her dog Pound, and she'll be giving away one of our skillet sets at the end, and she'll introduce all of the dogs. So it's going to be a fun family day today. We don't normally do this, but sit back, relax. We're going to enjoy the makings of the Reuben. We're going to give a few things away. We're going to meet some dogs, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So here we go. Without further ado, the Southwestern Reuben quesadilla. Start with our skillet and a purse. You know, our skillet. This is our protocol, ladies and gentlemen. This is our 5-minute or less in a skillet, anywhere, anytime. And that's what we can do. And that's what we give away. We give away the burner. We can't do that propane. You saw what happened when we put that through the mail. That didn't work out too well. But we start with a skillet. We start with our burner. We're going to add a little heat to that Teflon, and we're going to add some butter. That starts with some butter. We can get a little messy here. No problem there. We got a tortilla. This is that tortilla I told you about. Now, in the Southwest here, for you people that live, east of, I don't know, New Mexico, probably, you don't probably have the advantage of fresh green chili and fresh tortillas. These tortillas are made daily right here, and so we pick them up, basically right fresh as they possibly can be. We're going to butter the back side of that nice a little bit, and a little bit on the front side here too. Keep these nice and moist as we go around here. So your burner's cooking nice. Okay, we're going to start. We got to get some cheese going in here. We have the Swiss cheese, and again, this is all tradition. This is all the typical Reuben style ingredients, where we have the Swiss cheese and the usual. And there's nothing too fancy about it. But I tell you what, once this is all done and garnished, if you were lucky enough to see the intro video to this video, you saw some very nice coloring involved here, and that's what you're going to continue to see. So as this cheese melts a little bit, we're going to get acquainted. It's nice and low. We don't want to burn it. We're going to add some sauerkraut. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the secret right here. This sauerkraut that we're adding is not your normal sauerkraut. You don't just reach into a Clausen jar and pull out some sauerkraut, squeeze it a little bit, and call it even. Not at all. We actually saute this up with a little bacon and a little onion and a little garlic. And that's what really makes it. This is a softer version of sauerkraut, but my God, when you put this to your lips, it's going to be like none other. So we have the cheese, we have the butter, the tortilla, the cheese, the sauerkraut. Nothing is complete without fresh homemade Louis dressing. We are going to put some ponderance in here and just kind of weave that back and forth. There's your Louis dressing. This is all pre-made, but basically ketchup, lemon, and mayonnaise. Stepping over here just a tad so we don't make a drop, we're going to put some corned beef in here. This is the corned beef. This is we can break this up a little bit as we go. Made in a crock pot. In a crock pot. So it's sliced at a deli. Now you can purchase the corned beef at a deli and slice it, but if you really want to experience the true flavor and you've got the time, the crock pot is the way to go. You can turn that brisket around a little bit, and you can, again, if you saw that intro video, you would be wise enough to partake in how that was made in the crock pot. But as that shreds up nice, you can kind of just break that up. Oh my goodness gracious. Pat that down just a little bit, kind of peeking every once in a while. How's that browning going? Not bad. We want to keep it nice and low because that cheese is going to melt. We want that cheese acquainted and all getting married with all of the ingredients. Now, we have everything in there. We have the tortilla, the butter, as I mentioned, the sauerkraut, the onion, garlic seasoning, the corned beef, the Louis dressing, and now we're going to make the item complete here. We're going to, again, do some buttering. We're just going to base that in there like so, like a little spread. This is a nice soft Scandinavian butter. And if you notice, all the ingredients are high quality and high dollar. If you're lucky enough to win, that $100 bill sitting over there will certainly suffice any ingredient that you want to incorporate here of quality and nature. All right, so that's going to brown up real nice. Now, we're going to go ahead and, that's all complete. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and tilt that a little bit. That's what we're looking at here, okay? Everything, it's like a sandwich, right? Just like a tortilla sandwich. But, again, as I mentioned, the tortilla, when that browns, my goodness gracious, we're going to turn up a little heat here and get this to go brown. Once it goes brown, then, of course, we'll flip it over. Now, I flipped that into the wall there, but I'm going to do this, again, so everybody knows how to do it or can do it. We're not going to get too fancy. You've seen some of our work in the past where we flip an omelet over 2 times high, and we're not going to get too fancy today. We're just going to keep it kind of simple, okay? But we're going to let that brown here. We're also going to mention, as I did before, the giveaways today. These are stoves, as you can see, everything but the propane. We've got the burner, we've got the skillet. You get the skillet, you get the lighter, you get everything, and you get a $100 bill. You can go buy some, as I mentioned, some very quality food in the midst here. So we are going to go ahead. Again, I'm going to keep this really simple for you guys. So we flip it, and we don't want to cause any trouble. Okay, I'm a troublemaker by nature, but I want to keep that simple for you guys. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and pat that down and turn that back down just a little bit now, so it browns nice and easy, nice and easy. So what's happening now is we're actually formulating a marriage with all these ingredients together. Oh my God! This is really the best Reuben you ever had, and I guess everybody's had a Reuben before. They know what a Reuben tastes like on that rye, but you have never in your life tasted something so fabulous as a basted butter, Scandinavian butter basted tortilla, browned just right with the Reuben ingredients inside. You see the glaze on that? That's just absolutely pretty. What we're going to do later, as promised, is put this onto a show plate where everybody, when you walk into a room and drop this platter down, you're going to have basically everybody saying the same thing. That one word, wow, it is incredible. Did I mention today is actually Hug Your Dog Day? Does everybody have their dog? Have you hugged your dog? Basically, today is the question. We have, I think, 5 or 6 Pomeranians in the hallway out there that are, they get a hug every day no matter what. It doesn't have to be Hug Your Dog Day. Okay, so this is good. I can tell right now everything is, we have a unified marriage here, okay? Everything is complete. We're going to go ahead and put that down on our cutting board and pull that out. We can start. I'm going to probably start another one. Are you hungry? Yeah, you're hungry. Everybody's hungry today.
We're hungry.
Yeah, we're hungry. We're going to do 2 today. So if we're going to do 2, let's go ahead and start 2. We'll base that up a little bit, and as we talk, we'll do this again here so we can get started. Okay, so again, that's going to take the cheese. So if anybody missed the first little round here, we've got the, what makes this is not the rye bread today, but going to be the tortilla. We're lucky enough to be living in the Southwest where they make these fresh. You could literally see these on a machine. It's like a conveyor belt manufactured like a car part, it would be, when you see these actually being distributed and processed. You walk into one of your restaurants, there's several New Mexican restaurants here in the city that actually make these homemade, and you can watch those as you order a breakfast burrito or something, and you say, wow, look at that. It's actually pretty cool to watch and see. So again, we're going to acquaint ourselves with the tortilla, with the cheese. We might as well use up that last little piece of cheese, like that wimpy cheese in the playground. We don't want that laying around. Remember that? Remember that gross piece of cheese? I'll never forget that movie. Kids love that. Okay, so again, we are going to put the cheese down there. The sauerkraut, again, as I mentioned, is not your normal sauerkraut. This sauerkraut is a homemade version. It is sauteed with bacon, onion, and garlic, and it softens it tremendously. Instead of a crispy, kind of a briny flavor, you're going to get, literally, I could eat the sauerkraut right like ice cream. It's that good. Okay, so we have that acquainted now. We're going to go ahead and put the Louis dressing. That's just going to be a weave going this way, south, and then north, back to east and west. And then again, we must put the corned beef in there. You can hear that getting acquainted. We'll go ahead and just take all this out here. And again, it helps if you shred that corned beef up in your hands, and the best you can. Gloves, of course. And as this equates, oh boy, you can just see this getting together here. I'm going to show you here, if you get a good camera shot here with the corned beef and just getting that shredded into the mixture. Oh, goodness gracious, that's just delightful, isn't it? That is just incredible. Now you're thinking to yourself, wow. Now again, we're going to finish it off with another tortilla wrap on the very top there, pressing that down, that Scandinavian butter. It's going to put a nice glaze on that. There's some nice butters out there now too, by the way. You can find some Irish butters that are very nice. These are just excellent butters. They're heavy in fat, but the flavor is incredible. And they're not that much more expensive. And again, the $100 bill is going to buffer that effort. All right, so we are going to cut the first Reuben up here. And we're going to put that into a position here to where it is going to be. I wish I could show you this kind of. We'll go bring this around, actually. We're going to go halves. So you have eights. And it's pretty easy to do it that way. Half, and half.
You want to take some time to say what's up to the people?
Yes. Who do we have out there? We got a lot of people on board today, I know. Coming to us live. Who do we have?
Brad. We got Brad in here.
Is that the winner of the last Jeep?
That's
him. That son of a gun, I'll tell you what, he is. Oh, man, look at that beautiful thing. Brad, it's good to see you. I hope you're in your Jeep driving down the road. How's that weather? Is it Mississippi, or are you in, you're just outside of Tennessee, I believe. It's good to see you on board. We missed you last week, but I'm glad you're here this week. Brad is a great player. He is the winner of the last Jeep Patriot, and that was kind of neat because we drove out to Dallas and met him, had dinner there at a fine Thai restaurant. That was a fun time. I can't wait to give a Jeep away to somebody watching right now. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I heard tell yesterday that we are going to give away two, not one, but two Jeep Patriots. And by the way, Jeep Patriots is our flagship vehicle we give away. Here at the car dealership, we've been buying, 8 or 10 of those a week. And the reason for that is this right here. We have, I'm going to turn this down here. I want to tell you something. 226,000 miles. You see that Jeep Patriot right there? And that's not one that we're going to give away, but that is a 226,000 mile 2015 Jeep Patriot. And the point of that is 220, yeah, I did. You heard that right. 226,000 miles and still going quite strong.
Guess who just joined in? Heather Hamlin.
My Lord, yes. I love her. Heather Hamlin, congratulations on your... Matter of fact, Heather was our first recipient winner of our Jeep. She is up in Utah, and a great place to be. That was a great road trip. Heather, welcome aboard to the Steve Henry Show. It's great to have you. That white Jeep, we were just talking about a white Jeep here a moment ago. 226,000 miles on that bad boy.
So you can vouch for that. So you can vouch for that. Jeep.
Yes. I want to confirm that, how good am I? Ooh, let me think. My brain is going here. She had a baby, and the baby's name... Oh, Steve, that should be a trivia question, huh? For one of the winnings, huh, George?
Yeah.
What is the winning? What is the winning? Oh my goodness, great! I thought it was after a car. Nova. It's Nova. Is it right? Did I get it right? Nova. How is baby Nova doing? Oh gosh, I bet she's got to be at 2 months, 3 months by now. She was born probably in February, I think, huh? Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great to see you and great to have you aboard. Her story, folks, oh, gosh, great. I want to give Jeeps away to everybody like a Heather and a Brad. I hope that continues as we go forward, because I'll tell you what, those are some great people in need of transportation. We're just so fortunate to have been a part of that effort, and we hope for a lot more to come in the days ahead.
Josephine is here.
Josephine, Roy. Hey, Roy, how you doing? Gosh darn, Roy is just incredible. And Josephine. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is the platter now of your homemade. Look at the glaze on those. Aren't those absolutely stunning? That is a Southwestern Reuben quesadilla. And what we're going to do next is garnish. It's all about the presentation, obviously. You can do this. Anybody can do this, correct? However, it's how this looks when it goes into where it's going to have its final destination. Its landing strip, if you will. And that's what we're going to concentrate on. So we have some sauces here. The first one up is sour cream. That's pretty standard, right? So that just gets a little boot. You can kind of shake that a little bit and put it in. But that sour cream is your whiteness. Well, excuse you, George. You shouldn't be doing that. Come on, we're alive. George. It's terrible how he does that. That's going to be a little sloppy. I didn't expect that. That hole is a little too small, and that sour cream is that fresh sour cream. But that's going to be kind of our whiteness there. Embarrassing. Poor George. He has those problems.
Sorry.
Okay, the green chili, that is going to be the greenness. So watch what happens here. We're going to put the green through here. And this is just the green chili. Oh, look at the color coming out of that on that white plate. Now, white is a good background to use your plate with. This is the red chili sauce. Again, this is just mild sauce, mild service, just mild, very mild. We're just going to put that on there for decoration. And the last one is the black bean. That's kind of neat too. That one there, black bean. This has a little cilantro and garlic. What we're going to do here, just put a little of that black in there. So a little color there going that way. And just see that. Look at how that just brings out the color. Now, that is what I would say a traditional Southwestern Reuben quesadilla. Isn't that beautiful? Now, when we come back from the break, I'm going to show you how this will transform into even something bigger and better when you hand carry this tray into its final destination. You will be absolutely congratulated. You will be awed and oohed, and just what I'm doing here is I'm going to create a little centerpiece, because that's what we're going to make. We're going to put a centerpiece in the center of this platter when we come back with another treat. Remember last week we had the bunny rabbits and the olives and, of course, the palm trees. I'm going to show you a poisonous mushroom, but made from a tomato and an egg to where it looks just like a real thing. And you'll see these in the forest if you're ever a hiker or something. That will go in bedrock in our centerpiece here, along with our colors. And again, when you carry this in, you will have nothing but success. So it is time for, what's that? I'm hearing it's time for a giveaway. And so do you want a quesadilla? That just looks good. Who would like a piece of quesadilla right now? Huh? Isn't that great? This is the Southwestern Reuben quesadilla. It's time for a giveaway. It's definitely time for a giveaway. I hope everybody is ready. You have to watch the videos, ladies and gentlemen, to actually win a prize here at the Steve Henry Show. The Jeep, as I mentioned, in the corner here, we're going to be giving two, not one, but two of those away Memorial Day weekend. They're going to be delivered that weekend. And when we deliver a Jeep to you, it is maybe a mutual. We'll meet you halfway. We'll meet you all the way. It depends, but we love the road trips. Get a chance, watch those road trips on our YouTube videos. You got to subscribe. We're looking. That's all we ask. Got to subscribe. Put your name in that comment. Say, hey, look, I'm from Taylor. I'm from Recovering Addict. I'm from wherever. Bottom line, we need to know who you are, right? So we can put your name in there, get that thing up to 30 miles an hour, and pull your name out and say, hey, wow, we're bringing a Jeep home to you. Okay, that's going to be Memorial Day weekend. But for now, right here live, we're going to go ahead and give away one of our. Look at this. This is amazing. That balloon's attached there, so we got to be careful. But this is a stove. You'll find these. Walmart has these, but they're about $20. Okay, we're going to give you the stove. We're going to give you the stick. We're going to give you the skillet. Now, these skillets are actually very nice. These are very heavy-duty Teflon skillets. And I said the sticker, that's the striker. And we're also going to throw in, I believe that's a $100 bill. That $100 bill will be there for food because we use a high-quality product. I want my vision someday, folks, is to, loved ones, is to have everybody driving a Jeep down the road and be on Saturday night, we're all cooking together, maybe having a little, whatever, adult beverage or whatever you got. Isn't that a cool vision? Everybody has a Jeep and everybody has a skillet. We're just having a good time on Saturday night, driving our Jeeps around and eating some great food. So, without further ado, we are. The sour cream still got me. But anyways, let's get a question here. How about I need to know? It's going to be about cars tonight. We're going to do 2 cars. So both cars. It's going to be about cars. Could you name me? The first person who can name me on the comment section is going to win the stove. And that question is going to be, what was the color, the make, and the model of the car in the Cooper series? The Cooper series. And believe it or not, I sold that car to somebody this week. If that person, I won't mention your name, but if you're watching, you should get this because we talked about this. The color, the make, and the model of the car that was used in the Cooper series. The car was stolen. Remember Mike Teeter? He was a little drinking fool there. He crashed into John Pacheco's car there. We used it there. We used it in a lot of places. We put the homeless person up against the window there. We also put the young girl that was playing kidnap, Savannah McCormick. She was in the trunk of the car. So it is a colored car. It is a make and model. What is the color, the make, and the model to the car that was used in the Cooper series, just recently released on the Steve Henry Show? I'm looking for that answer. Whoever can put that answer up first is going to take home a $100 bill, the stove itself, a skillet, and a strike plate. So we can wait if nobody's got that yet. Shouldn't be too hard if you watch those videos. We are going to give a second one away.
Oh.
So I'm going to give you a clue also. It's going to be about a car in
Raylene.
that we had.
Raylene Garcia. Raylene Garcia says.
She is actually the person who bought the car. Now, is that a coincidence or what? There's no rig here. Raylene Garcia, you're out there in San Fidel, New Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and I hope that car is serving you well, right? That car is a celebrity car. I hope we didn't leave any blood stains or anything in there, or any dead bodies in the trunk. But congratulations, Raylene Garcia. We will get this out to you Monday morning. You are the winner. Folks, you got to watch those videos. I got like a $500 bill burning in my pocket maybe for next week. So you better be watching them videos because when I ask a question and you answer first, it's going out Monday. We're going to take a little break here in a moment. We're going to bring in the dogs. As I mentioned, it is National Dog Hug Your Dog Day. We've got my beautiful wife, Fawn. She's going to be bringing in some dogs, specifically Pomeranians. We've got Moses. That's my dog. And again, he's in lots of those videos, as you probably have seen. We also have Rocket Pocket. Now, Pocket is a new addition to the family. He's probably about 6 or 7 weeks old. Why do we call him Pocket? Because he fits in my pocket. You'll see. I'm correct. You know how wives are? They will correct you. No, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. It's 10 weeks old. But when we come back from our break, we'll bring the dogs up. We'll have a little hug, and we'll introduce Fawn, and we'll have another giveaway. Stay tuned. We'll be back right now. Hey, everybody. Welcome. We are here. We're on our way to Salt Lake City. This is our road trip. This is Moses. Moses, what do you say, bro? You having a good time? We're here at Lake Abitude. Yeah, look at this panorama. Isn't this pretty? We just Jeep right here. We're going to be in Salt Lake City probably first thing in the morning. Thank you, my love. My beautiful dog. All right, Heather. We're probably about 14 hours away, but we're coming to you now. Don't be late. We're going to meet you tomorrow. Short cow. Yeah. What are you doing? The Stuart Anderson Black Angus has nothing. Their garlic steak has nothing. Absolutely nothing on the Steve Henry Show cookbook. This is our rendition of garlic steak. It starts with a marinade. This marinade is a family recipe with the most exotic sauces, flavors, spices, aromas. Oh my God, that will chase vampires out with that garlic. As you see, we use fresh garlic as well, and some of the Mexican peppers. Oh, this is an amazing marinade. 6 hours of the marinade, but only 5 minutes or less in the skillet, and you will have an amazing. We're gonna go ahead and saute it. It's just easier that way. It's a garlic steak marinated sandwich on hoagie. which will just melt in your mouth. The cut of meat obviously matters. This is a tri-tip sirloin roast. We're just going to go ahead and give everybody the equal amount here. But as a toasted little hoagie, you do that a little prior to, obviously, before you put your meat in there. But look at that. Is that not the perfect? Look at that. I'll leave that on the burner. That is the perfect steak sandwich, garlic steak sandwich, in less than 5 minutes from the skillet here at the Steve Henry Show Cookbook. Here we are in Price, Utah, right at the Tangerine Restaurant. And guess what? In less than 30 minutes, we're going to give this beautiful Jeep away. Heather's got to be just sitting there. Where are they? Where are they? We're on our way, Heather. Come on, let's go. Steve Henry Show Cookbook is here. And where is here? The middle of nowhere. Here. Thank you, people honking. We're having a great time. We're here to show you in 5 minutes or less a gourmet meal in a skillet. But we're here to show you our teriyaki chicken bowl. This teriyaki chicken bowl is going to be far better than that teriyaki chicken bowl in less than 5 minutes. Here we go. Some steamed rice. You can get that microwave now. It just comes out. That's probably 45 seconds. We do the skewer of chicken right there. Look at that bad boy. The skillet is off. Channel originator right there, Taylor. And you are? Hello, Mom Taylor. How are Mom? This is huge. What are you going to do with your team?
I have no idea. At least I have somewhere to say my mom. Yeah, that's how my God.
Oh my God. Well, we are back. That's not much of a key, but that's okay. We're back down. Now, as I mentioned, we every week want to blow you away with something that you can take into your party or to your table, if you will. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a poisonous mushroom. This has something, but you don't eat it. Well, you can. This is something that you'll see in the forest. In the Northern California where I grew up, this is a prominent piece of mushrooms. Even the deer would eat them. They're not smart. The deer are smart. Nobody would eat these things. They're gorgeous. And they just pop up right after a rainstorm in a kind of a pine needle type of forest. But that's what we're going to duplicate here. That's going to be the centerpiece for our trade tonight. And again, as you get to watch these videos and see, you're gonna learn. You could do this. You could do this. It's very simple to do. I'm going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Next week, I want to do a apple swan. If you've ever seen an apple turn into a swan, it's so pretty. Mother's Day is coming up. We're going to do a bouquet of flowers out of just nothing but food and tomatoes. And it's going to be so gorgeous. You're just going to say, wow. And so will your guests. And so that's what we want to do. So what we do, just a piece of green leaf. That's a nice color. Just a piece of green leaf. You can tuck that in maybe twice if you want. We're going to put that in the center, okay? So that's why we carved out a little centerpiece there. And what we're going to do, we're going to make that wild, very, very dangerous mushroom. And so it starts off with an egg. That's just a hard-boiled egg, okay? We're going to top, and we're going to just cut a top of a tomato off. And using your thumb, we're just going to kind of take and just cut out a little bit of a little rivet there, okay? By using your thumb. It's a good ripe tomato. These are big Romas, okay? You want to use a pretty good-sized Roma. You can use actually anyone, but a Roma fits good. And so what happens is you're going to put that on the cap there. You see that? Now let me spin that around. Does that not look like a little mushroom? Okay, but we're not done. We're not done. We've got the sour cream, and again, this is kind of maybe you've seen this before, but when you go to dot this, you'll just dot it, and you'll see you can get creative. You can just kind of keep it simple. But as you dot it, you're looking at, wow, That is amazing. I've seen that before. I've seen that mushroom before. You see how easy that is? And then, oops, I see that. I should have kept that on the platter there. But anyways, you're going to put that right there, and boom. So there you have it. And again, if you didn't catch that the first time, it's a hard-boiled egg. We're going to slant the cut at the very base of the egg. So we have a little bit of a slant there. Put our stuff over there. Take your tomato, and we're going to do another cut here. And remember, we're just going to do that little rivet. Rivet, rivet, rivet. I think there's some dogs that are pretty close to coming in here. As I mentioned before, this is National Hug Your Dog Day. Now, if you're lucky enough to be in our family, these dogs get hugged probably at least 25 times a day. So we acknowledge the day, but yet we don't have to because we partake. And I'm sure, as there are many dog lovers on this channel, I've known a few of you. And again, just ding, 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 ding. So as you dot that, I'm kind of going kind of fast here, but you get the idea. And let's see if we can keep that from actually falling off. We're going to do this in kind of a two-piece part there, so you don't have that. But anyways, what you've got there is that's going to hold. No, it's not. We should have butted that right there. But anyways, there you go. So you get the idea. You can make 4 or 5 of these. You can actually get a cherry tomato and make these quite small. That is amazing when you put that together. The beauty of that. And if you're familiar with these poisonous mushrooms in a forest, you'll know what I'm talking about when you see that. That looks just, and when people see that, it's going to be like, my goodness gracious, it's that wow effect, ladies and gentlemen, that wow effect. So what we have now, as I promised, National Dog Day, I'm going to bring in my lovely wife, Fawn. We're going to just kind of scoot this off to the side. We're going to introduce our dogs. If we could bring in Moses first. Ladies and gentlemen, you've known Moses. Moses has been in several of our videos. He is my dog. He's a six-year-old. Go ahead and he loves that chair. Yeah, that's Daddy and Moses' chair. When we sit there, hey buddy, how you doing? He's a little shy. See it? He's appeared in probably 7 or 8 videos. If you watched our videos, you'll know Moses. And I'd like to introduce the latest addition to the family. This little guy's name is Pocket. And as I mentioned, there's a reason we do call him Pocket. Fawn's going to bring him in here. Moses might growl a little bit because they're still getting along. That's what we're going to put him. Hello, buddy. Good to see you. It's good to see you. Welcome into the Steve Henry Show. And he's going to hopefully sit right there, and he's going to be good. Without further ado, I'm going to turn this over here as we introduce a couple more dogs. Stay right there, my good man. It's good to see you, bro. Yeah, Pocket and Moses, and Hug Your Dog Day. It's a good boy. Yeah, she's such a good dog. Moses has been, like I said, with us for quite a while. We're going to bring in, Fawn's got a whole kennel of her own right behind you there. She has got right behind you there. She's coming in. She's got Delilah and she's got Shiloh. But without further ado, Fawn, I'm going to allow Fawn, my lovely wife, to give away the second. If you're ready now, we talked about cars here. She's going to give away a second gift today, which is the $100 bill and the propane set there. So you can follow along next week when we do beef stroganoff. Oh, you're going to not want to miss the beef stroganoff. We are going to do a beef stroganoff 5 minutes or less in a skillet anywhere in the country. I thank you for watching. I'm going to just kind of skittle out of here now and let Fawn take over and give this out. Look for us next week. We can't miss it, folks. I just appreciate every single one of you participating and coming forth. We're going to have food. We're going to have so much fun. And don't forget 2 Jeeps in memorial. I love you all. Here she is. This is Fawn Henry, my wife, with her dogs, and Shiloh, Delilah, Moses, and our latest addition, Mr. Pocket.
Well, actually, there might be 2 additions, and you guys need to tell me down in the comments below. This little guy here got backed out on, and he's absolutely beautiful. He's got half blue and half brown eyes, and he has kind of weaseled himself into the pack. So we're kind of deciding on whether he should stay or he should go. What do you guys think? What should we do? Should he stay in our family, or should I try to find another owner for him? And this is who I'm talking about right here. And this is Shiloh, and this is Delilah. And then on to the giveaway. I want to know what the make and model and color of the car that they ran into on the Cheech and Chong episode.
That's the one Santa Claus was driving.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I don't even know.
Wow. And our cameraman doesn't even know. In the meantime, I'm going to pick up and, we're looking for an answer. We need an answer. That's going to be a car. I was playing Santa Claus in that video, driving down the road on the phone. I'm on my way. I got the food. Everything's good. And all of a sudden, Cheech and Chong light up a big doobie. Remember that, green and red? And that van catches on smoke fire, and bam, they run right into me. So we're looking for the color, the make, the model. And I also sold this car not long ago to somebody I hope should be watching, because we sold this car about a month ago to somebody here locally in the Albuquerque area. So who's going to get that $100 bill, that set of stove and striker, and look at this pocket.
People are saying pocket should stay.
That's not pocket. This is pocket.
Or pocket's the littlest one.
We call this Venture.
Yeah,
okay.
We call him Venture, short for adventure, because he's always been the most adventurous.
Look at that.
On Easter Sunday, he was having a fit being locked up. So I put him down with about 7 or 8 other adult dogs, and he just kind of went with the flow. He just did what all the other dogs did. If they went out, he went out. And he just kind of weaseled his way in. And like I said, it was never our intention to keep 2, that's for sure. As you can see, my hands are getting quite full. But, he's slowly gaining on my heart, or should I say quickly. Sleeps on my pillow.
It was in the Cheech and Chong video, folks. Cheech and Chong video. The car that was smashed into in the rear, Santa Claus was driving. I need the color, the make, and the model. Who is going to give that correct answer and win the $100 bill and the stove? Do we have a winner? We have nobody. No. Wow, that's disappointing.
What is the car?
It is a 2017 Nissan Sentra, blue in color. We'll just roll that back for next week. If we don't have a winner, we'll just do it next week. But you gotta watch the videos if you're gonna win here at the Steve Henry Show. I just want to say goodbye. Dinky Winky Dog is your channel. That is where all these Pomeranians...
I do have a small channel. It's called Dinky Winky Dog, and I plan on doing some lives. I'm a dog trainer. I only work with these little guys, and it's my specialty. I do a lot of things very differently than people would do with a larger breed dog. And I can help you mold your dog into your life. I don't even consider it training. It's more like molding a dog into your lifestyle. And it's pretty awesome. So I would love to have you over there if you guys are interested. That's for sure.
Okay. I want to say goodbye and say thank you for watching. Next week, beef stroganoff. Maybe 3 giveaways, because we got to give these away. I told you I've got a warehouse of 100 of these things. Not the bills themselves, but at least the stoves. We'll see you next week at the Steve Henry Show. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and hit that bell, because you got to know when we start, 4 o'clock. It's every mountain time, every Saturday, right here at the Steve Henry Show.